If you're struggling with relentless ringing, buzzing, or hissing in your ears, your brain is under silent attack. In a groundbreaking discovery, leading Harvard researchers have uncovered the shocking root cause of tinnitus for the very first time. Their studies reveal something unexpected. Tinnitus isn't just an ear problem, it runs far deeper, originating beyond your eardrums. It all traces back to a delicate, thin wire that spirals from your ears into the very core of your brain. Even more concerning, research from Stanford University and the Deafness Research Institute shows that if you've had tinnitus for more than a month, you may already be experiencing serious consequences, like damaged brain networks, fried vital brain cells, and even the loss of precious memories. In other words, your hearing and brain health are hanging by a thinning thread, growing weaker with every screeching sound and relentless pulsing. If you don't take action soon, you could face more than just hearing loss. You're at risk of permanent memory damage or even chronic brain disorders. The harsh truth is that tinnitus is silently and relentlessly wearing down your brain, minute by minute. But while this may be difficult to hear, there is hope. Recent breakthroughs in tinnitus research have uncovered a 10-second army hack, a completely natural and affordable method to strengthen and repair the fragile connection between the ear and brain. This discovery offers you the chance to reclaim your life and finally silence the relentless ringing, buzzing, clicking, and pulsing in your ears. Starting today, stick with me, and in the next 3 minutes, you'll discover why ignoring your ear buzzing could be silently destroying brain cells and erasing precious memories. The reason top military officials are quietly using this 10-second army hack method to eliminate their tinnitus. The shocking truth about a classified 2016 surgery that exposed one of Big Pharma's darkest secrets regarding tinnitus treatment. And most importantly, the simple 10-second army hack that can instantly silence the ringing in your ears. This solution is so incredibly powerful that it's been clinically proven to work, no matter your age, medical condition, or how long you've been battling tinnitus. And the best part? You won't need to spend a single dime on hearing aids, chemical-laden medications, painful ear flushes, risky surgeries, or ineffective sound therapies. In fact, military doctors hail it as a groundbreaking key to unlocking nervous system regeneration and promoting brain rejuvenation. So, even if you've been struggling with tinnitus, feeling like you're doomed to endure this relentless noise forever, even if you've lost all faith in the medical system, believing there's no hope left for you, it's crucial that you stay with me until the very end of my story, because in just a few moments, you'll discover how to silence that relentless noise that's been wreaking havoc on your life, and finally feel like yourself again. Picture this: your mind at peace, your thoughts crystal clear, that relentless tension in your head gone. The suffocating anxiety and crushing depression that shadowed your every step vanished. Those sleepless nights, tossing and turning, begging for a moment of silence, dreading yet another day of torment, they're now nothing but a distant memory. No more struggling to keep up in conversations at work. No more forced smiles while that piercing screech tears through your focus. Now, you feel confident, sharp, and fully present. Best of all, your life opens up again. Dinner with friends, family gatherings, even bustling restaurants. You move through them effortlessly, engaged in every moment, every conversation, free from the maddening buzz that once held you back, just like more than 49,000 others have already done.
5 years of torture with this noise. I can't tell you what it means to finally have peace in my head. I can think straight, sleep through the night. For the first time in years, I actually feel human again.
I rolled my eyes when my wife showed me this, thought it was another waste of time, but something about it made sense. Now the maddening whoosh that ruled my life is just gone, like it was never there. My wife keeps telling everyone she got her old husband back.
That piercing noise in my ear, it was destroying my career. As a senior partner at my law firm, I needed total focus during during trials. I thought I could power through anything, but this was breaking me. The morning I woke up and that sound was gone, I sat in my office and wept. Now I can spend entire days in court, crystal clear mind, not missing a single detail, looking back at how close I was to giving up everything I'd worked for. I'm just grateful I found this when I did.
If you've been struggling with tinnitus for any amount of time, I know you're eager to discover this affordable, life-changing solution. So let's get straight to it. It's time to finally break free from the grip of tinnitus. I'll share who I am, how the groundbreaking discovery of the 10-second Army hack revolutionized the medical field, saved thousands of lives, and why pharmaceutical giants are doing everything they can to keep tinnitus sufferers like you in the dark. Most importantly, I'll show you exactly how this method can help you reclaim the peace and quiet you've been longing for in just a few short weeks. Hi, my name is Michael Bennett. I'm 52 years old, living in a small town in New York with my wife, Sarah, and our 10-year-old daughter, Emma. For the past 25 years, I've been a neuroscience researcher and professor at the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. I lead groundbreaking studies on brain networks and cognitive decline at our Center for Neurological Research. I've also written several best-selling books, including The Aging Brain: New Frontiers in Neuroscience, which has been translated into 28 languages and featured on leading medical podcasts. In addition to leading research projects, I teach advanced neuroscience to medical students and doctoral candidates, sharing cutting-edge breakthroughs in brain health. But none of my previous research or academic accomplishments compared to the tinnitus breakthrough I'm about to share with you. Why? Because my personal battle with this condition completely changed everything I thought I knew about the brain. Like many of my colleagues in neuroscience, I once believed tinnitus was purely an ear problem. I couldn't have been more wrong. It all began on a quiet Tuesday morning, just over 2 years ago. I was preparing lecture notes in my home office when it hit, a piercing metallic screech that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. I found myself pacing through the house like a desperate man, checking every corner and crevice for the source of that relentless noise. I unplugged every appliance in the house, the television, the refrigerator, even the microwave, convinced that some device had malfunctioned. But the truth was far worse. The sound wasn't coming from anywhere in my house. It was coming from inside my own head. This realization terrified me because all the symptoms pointed to tinnitus, and I knew, through my connections with leading otolaryngologists, that even the most skilled specialists often struggle to help patients with this condition. If these expert colleagues of mine couldn't solve this, what hope did I have? After a week of carrying this phantom torture with me every waking moment, real fear began to set in. Sleep became impossible, and trying to work while this chaos raged in my head was pure agony. Despite my medical background, I refused to believe it might be tinnitus. I convinced myself it was just a minor ear infection, something temporary. But after 3 excruciating weeks of that drill-like sound boring into my brain, I finally broke down and sought medical help, willing to try absolutely anything to escape this nightmare. That's when my descent into medical hell truly began. Thanks to my connections in the medical community, I managed to secure an emergency appointment with one of the country's top otolaryngologists. He ran an exhaustive series of tests, detailed ear examinations, multiple hearing assessments, and comprehensive audiograms. After reviewing everything, his face displayed an expression I had grown all too familiar with: complete bewilderment. The verdict? My ears were in perfect physical condition. What followed was a 2-month odyssey through every department in the hospital, with each new doctor promising answers but delivering none. The frustration was unbearable. Watching prestigious doctors dismissively wave away my concerns, suggesting I just needed more sleep or stress management, felt like a cruel joke, as if I could simply flip a switch to silence this endless torture. It became painfully clear they saw me as neurotic, eager to get me out of their offices as quickly as possible. But if I was the picture of health, what was causing this hellish noise? The typical explanation of noise exposure didn't fit, because my work environment had always been the quiet halls of research laboratories and university classrooms. There had to be something else, something we were all missing. I tried to convince myself that eventually the sounds would fade into the background, becoming just another part of daily life. Instead, after 4 months, The noise escalated from an occasional nuisance to an all-consuming roar, 3 times more intense than before. My skull felt like it was being crushed in a vice. And it wasn't just the high-pitched noise or the whooshing anymore. There was also a pulsing and a clicking. I hit rock bottom the day I screamed at Emma for clinking her spoon against her ice cream bowl, my precious daughter, who was just enjoying her favorite dessert. But the tinnitus wasn't the worst part. Something else was happening, something that filled me with primal terror. My hands started shaking uncontrollably. One day, I knocked over 3 beakers in the research lab because of my trembling hands. Even worse, my mind began to fail me. During a keynote speech at a neuroscience conference, I completely blanked on the brain pathways I'd spent 25 years studying in front of everyone. Another morning, I couldn't remember how to drive to my own office, a route I'd taken every day for 15 years. It felt like my brain and body were betraying me, crumbling piece by piece. And as I watched myself disintegrate, I was gripped by bone-chilling fear. So my wife, Sarah, begged me to explore new treatments, even though traditional medicine had failed us. If doctors couldn't help, maybe someone else could. With heavy hearts, we drained more than half of the savings we'd spent years building on visits to holistic healers, alternative medicine practitioners, and countless mental health specialists. I tried everything they recommended. And before I reveal the only method that actually worked, let me save you time and money by telling you what failed miserably. Hearing aids, sleeping pills, natural remedies, acupuncture, sound therapy sessions, even those absurd Hopi ear candles that nearly set my hair on fire. Each failure pushed me deeper into despair. Getting out of bed in the morning became a battle. The depression was so suffocating, the fear so relentless, that death sometimes felt like a merciful escape. I became a shadow of myself at work, avoiding everyone, colleagues, friends, even my family. The migraines were so severe, they turned human speech into an unintelligible blur. And the nights were pure hell. 3 minutes of sleep was all I could manage before the pain jolted me awake. But then, one night, everything changed. It was 3 a.m., and the ringing in my head had become a white-hot drill boring into my skull. Suddenly, it felt like molten blood surged through my ears, the veins in my temples throbbing as if they might burst. And then, nothing. Complete silence. For a fleeting moment, there was blissful quiet, like a cruel joke from the universe. The ringing returned, faint at first, like a distant tea kettle, before growing into a piercing screech. Within seconds, it exploded inside my skull, as loud and relentless as a jet engine. My vision blurred, my knees buckled, and then something snapped, a sensation like a cable breaking under immense strain. I lost control. Blind rage consumed me. I started screaming, pounding the walls with my fists and feet. Emma woke up crying, her sobs fueling the chaos in my mind. Sarah stared at me with pure terror.
"Please stop, Daddy! You're scaring me!"
Emma whimpered, but her voice barely registered through the storm in my head. All I wanted was to rip this infernal sound out of my brain. I shoved past them, destroying everything in my path, until I collapsed against the bedroom door, slamming my head against it in desperation, longing for unconsciousness, for anything to make it stop. My wife's pleas and my daughter's cries were meaningless at that moment. Sarah had no choice but to call 911. It took 4 men, 2 officers, and 2 paramedics to restrain me. As a needle plunged into my arm, I heard someone mutter,
"The brilliant Dr. Bennett completely lost it."
I knew where I was going, straight to the psychiatric ward. Then everything went dark. The mental hospital kept me for days before declaring me stable and sending me home. But I wasn't stable, not even close. Something was terribly wrong, and that cursed ringing was at the center of it. That rock-bottom moment eventually led me to the simple, natural solution I'm about to share with you. Though I should have felt grateful to be alive, I wasn't. I was furious at a medical system that bleeds you dry and then abandons you, and at myself for not taking control sooner. The irony wasn't lost on me. I worked at a prestigious university with access to rare medical research and some of the brightest minds in the field. There had to be an answer. If not, I was going to lose my family and any hope of living a free life. The very next day, I began scouring every floor of our massive university library. The research was grueling, And there were countless moments when I almost gave up. Call it divine intervention. But after 3 grueling weeks, I stumbled upon something extraordinary. A discovery that would go on to transform the lives of 49,875 tinnitus sufferers just like me. I had scoured every corner of the internet, pored over countless medical texts, and hounded the brilliant researchers and doctors I'd mentored over the years. Then I uncovered a disturbing experiment that finally answered the question that had haunted me. Why do completely deaf people still suffer from tinnitus? The experiment, conducted in 2016, was ethically questionable at best. Its premise was chilling. For severe tinnitus patients, we'll sever the auditory nerve. You'll lose all hearing, but theoretically, the tinnitus should stop. The auditory nerve, a vital bundle of fibers that captures sound and transmits it to the brain, would be completely cut. Several desperate patients agreed to this radical surgery, sacrificing their hearing forever. The shocking result? Their tinnitus actually intensified. This discovery turned everything we thought we knew about tinnitus on its head. It wasn't rooted in the ears, or even in the auditory nerve. Even more startling, Deafness Research UK had confirmed that deaf individuals are at a higher risk of developing tinnitus. Then I stumbled upon something that made my blood run cold. The root cause of tinnitus might be the same mechanism causing deafness itself. Buried in a mountain of research papers, one title stopped me in my tracks. Tinnitus, a brain disorder masquerading as an ear problem. That single thread unraveled everything. It led me to a breakthrough that changed the way I saw tinnitus forever. The evidence was undeniable. A groundbreaking 2019 study by Harvard Medical School finally uncovered the missing piece that had baffled scientists for decades. Ear ringing begins with a faulty wire connected to your brain. According to Alexander Morrison, a professor at Harvard who led this revolutionary research published in Nature Neuroscience, there's a microscopic nerve in the ear, a thin wire that spirals from your inner ear to your brain. This fiber, thinner than a human hair, plays a vital role in transmitting sound signals from your ears to your brain. Known as the tectorial link, this neural connection had been largely overlooked by medical science for generations. Only now are experts beginning to understand its critical role in both tinnitus and our ability to hear. Think of it as the world's most sophisticated communication cable. When functioning perfectly, this neural wire transforms ordinary sound waves into the rich symphony of your daily life. Here's how it works. Sound vibrations enter your ear and strike your eardrum. These vibrations are instantly converted into precise electrical signals that travel along this extraordinarily delicate wire to your brain. Once these signals reach their destination, your brain interprets and decodes them into recognizable sounds, like your loved ones' voices, your favorite songs, television shows, car horns, footsteps, everything you hear. This discovery highlights something profound. You hear what your brain hears, not what your ears hear. Your ears merely capture sound waves, but it's your brain that truly listens and makes sense of them. This is the ideal scenario, when every part of the system, from your eardrums to the neural wire and your brain, is healthy and working seamlessly. But here's the groundbreaking discovery that has eluded medical science until now. You can have perfectly healthy ears, but if this newly discovered wire isn't functioning properly, it scrambles signals, causing ringing, buzzing, whooshing, or hissing. Think of it like a frayed electrical wire that goes and creates noisy short circuits inside your brain. Unfortunately, just like an electrical system, one faulty wire can short circuit and irreversibly damage the entire network. These noisy short circuits stress out your entire nervous system, burning brain cells one by one. Even as you listen to this, every tiny sound your ears capture and send to your brain is weakening the wire further, thinning it more and more until one day it might suddenly snap. This explains why some sufferers, including myself, experience auditory hallucinations. It's also why tinnitus is often accompanied by a devastating cascade of symptoms: cognitive fog, splitting headaches, bone-crushing fatigue, sleepless nights, and terrifying memory gaps. The horrifying truth? Tinnitus is literally burning out your brain. All the nerves and brain cells in your body are interconnected, meaning one faulty or damaged connection can destabilize the entire system. I knew that many devastating cognitive disorders, such as dementia and severe anxiety, often stem from failing neural networks. With conditions like Parkinson's disease linked to nervous system deterioration, I couldn't help but feel terrified about where this might lead. The cruel irony? While I had finally uncovered the true cause of tinnitus, I still had no solution. And time was running out, not just for me, but for millions of others whose neural systems were literally hanging by a thread. I refused to sit idly by, waiting to see which neurological disease would claim me first. So, I started reaching out again to every medical expert and scientist in my network. But this time, armed with my new discoveries. Out of 132 specialists I contacted, only one responded. But it wasn't just any response. It came from one of America's most brilliant neurosurgeons. Dr. Marcus wasn't just a former student. He was someone I had personally mentored throughout his medical school years. During those intense training days, I'd taken him under my wing after recognizing his extraordinary potential. He'd practically become part of our family, often joining us for long, animated discussions about neuroscience over dinner. Years of hard work had propelled him to an elite position within the United States Department of Defense. Beyond his genius intellect, I remembered something significant about him. He suffered from tinnitus. Back then, tinnitus meant little to me, so I barely paid attention when he mentioned it. Now, his response made everything click.
Professor, I've got the answer you're looking for, but we need to meet in person.
He said. He insisted on meeting at exactly 6 p.m. outside a nondescript diner in New York. Later, he texted me from an untraceable number, warning me not to bring my smartphone. It was a strange request, but desperation leaves no room for questions. When we met face-to-face, his behavior practically screamed classified information. Every word he spoke was in a hushed whisper.
What I'm about to share could end my career. It's illegal, but it's the right thing to do. First, let me say this. Your research findings are spot on.
Dr. Marcus had been battling tinnitus since he was 34. Despite this challenge, he became renowned for performing complex brain surgeries that even veteran surgeons couldn't handle. Then came the tremors, identical to mine. For a neurosurgeon, trembling hands are a career death sentence. That's when he finally agreed to join the Army Medical Department. They'd been pursuing him for months, but he had remained committed to his civilian practice. Why did he eventually accept? Because they promised he'd be part of the team working on a treatment for tinnitus. You see, military personnel are among the hardest hit by ear buzzing. And after investing thousands of dollars into recruiting and training each soldier, there's no way the U.S. would let a condition like tinnitus destroy perfectly capable soldiers. They need to stay sharp, calm, and focused in life-or-death situations, not be distracted by phantom noises or driven to madness. But why did they need a brilliant neurosurgeon like Dr. Marcus so badly? Because of the root cause of tinnitus, the faulty wire. After years of classified research, military medical experts developed a top-secret protocol called the 10-second Army hack, known only to the highest-ranking officials and researchers. This protocol had completely eliminated Dr. Marcus's tinnitus and tremors. But this miracle came with a heavy burden. The cure was locked away, reserved exclusively for the top 0.1%, elite researchers, government officials, corporate leaders, and political power players. My blood boiled at this revelation. You mean this will never reach the public? I asked, barely able to contain my outrage. Americans contribute more than $800 billion annually to military funding. Countless veterans suffer daily from tinnitus. They deserve access to this cure. His next revelation left me stunned. The tinnitus and brain health industry rakes in $32 billion annually. The nervous system, drug market, a staggering $91 billion. Think about the billions made from anxiety medications, sleeping pills, and focus-enhancing supplements, from the endless prescriptions for headaches, stress, and depression. Why would they ever allow one simple solution to replace their mountain of profitable drugs? Even if they did release it to the public, they'd price it so high that only the wealthy could afford it. The truth hit me like a sledgehammer. This explained why none of my university colleagues would help, no matter how much evidence I presented. Why breakthrough discoveries made headlines but mysteriously never reached the public? Dr. Marcus wrestled with the decision to share the 10-second Army hack, a breakthrough that could eliminate tinnitus in just a matter of days. This formula was reserved exclusively for elite officials who had funded its development, safeguarded by the strictest military protocols imaginable. And when it comes to rules, the American military is no joke. But Dr. Marcus had grown sick of watching only the privileged access real cures, while ordinary people continued to suffer. The weight of this injustice had become unbearable. After agonizing over my desperate email for weeks, he made an extraordinary decision. He would risk everything to share this 10-second Army hack with me, a classified formula forged under the harshest conditions and guarded with military precision. We both knew the stakes. Exposure could mean the end of everything we held dear. Not just our careers, but our families, our futures, and perhaps even our lives. Yet, we chose to act. That night, after explaining every detail of the formula, he gripped my hand firmly, wished me Godspeed, and vanished into the shadows. But as dawn broke, I knew there was no turning back. Armed with this life-changing formula, I set out to uncover its true potential. When Dr. Marcus finally revealed this classified 10-second Army hack to me that night, I was stunned. It wasn't some complex procedure or expensive equipment. It was something so brilliantly simple, yet so powerful, that the military had kept it secret for decades. This wasn't just another common solution that you've already tried that doesn't address the root cause of tinnitus. This was the exact formula that saved elite soldiers from career-ending tinnitus. The same breakthrough that transformed my life, from endless ringing to blessed silence. And now, for the first time ever, I'm going to share how it works. What sets this formula apart is its military-grade precision. While regular methods and solutions scatter aimlessly through your body, this targets your faulty brain wire with laser accuracy. But here's what shocked me most. The key ingredient wasn't what the military originally thought. This discovery was completely accidental. When I saw these compounds working together, I couldn't believe my eyes. Each one played its role perfectly, like a coordinated military operation. Hidden within this classified formula are rare, precision-engineered compounds that work in perfect harmony to repair your neural pathways. Now, let me walk you through the exact step-by-step that finally silenced my tinnitus, starting with the most crucial phase of all. Step 1 is all about calming your entire system to maximize absorption and kickstart the healing process. Clinical data from 31 separate studies shows that people in a relaxed state heal twice as quickly. But how can you relax with that relentless noise in your head? Nearly impossible. That's why the military research team chose GABA and L-tryptophan as their primary response duo, targeting inflammation and soothing your nervous system to pave the way for healing. Leading the charge is GABA, a natural compound that primes your body and nerve cells to absorb the formula's bioactive compounds more effectively. It works by calming the nervous system and combating stress, creating the ideal environment for healing to begin. Next comes L-tryptophan. This essential amino acid plays a crucial role in serotonin production, which helps reduce tinnitus volume early in the protocol while enhancing mental clarity and calmness. Step 2 focuses on stabilizing and repairing the compromised faulty wire to eliminate those disruptive sounds. Once the inflammation that destabilized the pathway is reduced, Go-To Cola takes over to begin the restoration process. This rare and powerful herb, known as the herb of longevity in traditional medicine, plays a vital role in stabilizing and repairing the compromised faulty wire. Go-To Cola works by regulating neuroinflammation, enhancing blood flow to the brain, and stimulating the growth of new neural cells. By addressing the root cause of the disruption, Go-To Cola ensures the faulty wire is restored, protecting against further damage while promoting long-term neural health. Step 3 focuses on neural regeneration to reverse the damage caused by tinnitus. Even after tinnitus fades, its effects on the nervous system and brain cells can leave lasting harm. This is where L-arginine comes in. As a powerful neural tonic, it improves blood flow, removes toxins from the brain, and accelerates neuron healing by up to 5 times. Additionally, it enhances auditory sensitivity by boosting nitric oxide production, improving vascular function in the ears. Step 4 focuses on rebuilding and revitalizing brain cells to enhance communication within neural networks. This is where raspberry ketones play a crucial role. These natural compounds improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to neural networks, accelerating cell-to-cell communication. Their neuroprotective properties help prevent fatigue, stress, and memory challenges while reducing oxidative stress for long-term cognitive health. Step 5. Supercharges brain function, strengthens weak neural connections, and optimizes mental performance. At this stage, L-tyrosine plays a key role in delivering powerful cognitive benefits. By supporting dopamine production, L-tyrosine enhances focus, sharpens attention, and boosts mental performance. It also helps the body manage stress, ensuring faster reactions, stronger memory retention, and better overall cognitive function. Step 6 strengthens your entire nervous system, safeguarding it against future hearing and cognitive challenges. The military research team ensured long-term protection from tinnitus, memory loss, and related conditions by including astragalus root extract in their formula. Known for its ability to boost communication between brain cells and neutralize neurotoxins, astragalus protects nerve tissue and reduces neural damage caused by conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. To further amplify the formula's effectiveness, we included 4 essential vitamins and cell-building amino acids. Vitamin A for enhanced hearing and reduced hearing loss risk. Zinc to support immune function during recovery. L-tyrosine to enhance production of vital brain chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. L-arginine to maintain healthy blood pressure and glucose level. As I delved into the research, I was stunned by what I found. Every ingredient was 100% natural. There wasn't a single synthetic chemical in sight. Some components were completely unfamiliar to me, while others I recognized, but their combined potential for treating tinnitus would have taken years to uncover. This wasn't some run-of-the-mill internet remedy. This was military-grade research at its finest. The formula was nothing short of groundbreaking. But then, reality hit me with a new challenge. Creating this mixture on my own wasn't just about finding the ingredients. It meant sourcing ultra-pure materials from remote corners of the globe at a cost of thousands of dollars. And that was only the beginning. I'd also need weeks to extract compounds from seeds, leaves, and flowers with absolute precision, followed by the painstaking processes of drying, grinding, and achieving exact ratios. The result? Barely enough mixture to last a single week. I needed a new approach, and fast. That's when an idea hit me. What if I could source these ingredients in bulk and partner with a sophisticated, discrete manufacturing facility here in the US? A facility that could handle everything, blending the ingredients into the exact ratios we needed, all in liquid form. Why liquid form? Dr. Marcus and I were adamant about this for 3 key reasons. First, because in liquid form, these nutrients are absorbed quickly by your body, delivering vital compounds to your brain and auditory system faster than pills ever could. Second, I knew from personal experience that after years of choking down fistfuls of pills, I knew that convenience was everything. And third, because this format ensures the formula remains as effective as it was in Dr. Marcus's breakthrough work on tinnitus. My search for the right facility began immediately. Following Dr. Marcus's strict guidance, I had one non-negotiable requirement. The ingredients had to be absolutely authentic, pure, sourced from local growers who allow natural maturation without the use of herbicides. 100% potent, prepared using precise methods and measurements to preserve their active properties. Safe, processed under rigorous sterile conditions with regularly sanitized equipment, a necessity given the prevalence of counterfeits in the market. I nearly jumped out of my chair when I discovered an FDA-registered, GMP-certified facility equipped with advanced sterilization protocols to protect against all contaminants. Since we were working with 100% natural ingredients, production could begin immediately. But first, one crucial step remained: testing. Naturally, I couldn't wait to try it myself. On the first day of treatment, I added a couple of drops of oil to my water and prayed it would at least ease some of my symptoms. At first, I didn't feel a thing, but I held on to hope. Then, subtle changes began to emerge. Initially, I couldn't put my finger on it. A sense of calmness settled over me, making conversations easier to follow. Then came a moment that stopped me in my tracks. In an instant, my tinnitus went from unbearable to manageable. It felt like taking my first deep breath in years. My entire body seemed to release its tension all at once. What happened next was even more astonishing. Mental clarity returned, as if a fog had lifted. I could focus for extended periods, and for the first time in ages, I slept soundly through the night. A remarkable calmness permeated everything. Soon, the maddening ringing became barely noticeable. Anxiety and depression began to fade, and my hand tremors disappeared completely. Each morning I woke up energized with an unexpected boost in libido. Before long, every symptom of tinnitus vanished entirely. Even better, my memory became extraordinary. I could recite entire neuroscience research papers from memory, leaving my doctoral students amazed and suspicious that I was using some kind of memory enhancement trick. Though the tinnitus was gone, I continued using the formula to see what else it might unlock. After several more weeks, my focus sharpened even further. The brain fog disappeared completely. A sense of calm serenity stayed with me throughout the day, while nights brought deep, restorative sleep. After a couple of months, it felt like I had a brand new brain. My thinking was razor-sharp, lightning fast. Chronic migraines were a thing of the past, and my hearing became astonishingly acute. I could pick up sounds my wife couldn't, like the distant hum of sprinklers, with perfect clarity. The curse of tinnitus was finally broken. While the formula had transformed my life, one question kept nagging at me. Could this breakthrough help others as profoundly as it helped me? The answer wasn't simple. Through my years of neuroscience research, I understood that each person's brain chemistry, neural pathways, and response to treatment could vary significantly. What worked miracles for one person might barely make a difference for another. That's when Dr. Marcus proposed something revolutionary. What if we could customize the formula for each individual? By analyzing key factors like age, weight, symptom duration, and the specific type of sound they experienced, we could fine-tune the ingredient ratios to match each person's unique neurological profile. It was ambitious, but we had to find out if this custom approach could work. I reached out through my medical network, and 50 brave volunteers stepped forward. Each agreed to participate in a 90-day trial with one critical difference. Their formula would be precisely calibrated to their individual characteristics. We designed detailed tracking forms for each participant, enabling them to document their weekly progress with their customized dosage. Every change, every improvement, every setback, no matter how small, would be meticulously recorded. What happened next exceeded even our wildest expectations.
Look, I'll be honest, when I joined this test, I thought it was total BS. Just another scam, you know? I mean, I'd already wasted thousands on treatments that did nothing. That insane ringing in my ears was ruining my life. But after 5 weeks in, boom, completely gone, no joke. Finally sleeping through the night, no more splitting headaches, and my mind feels super sharp now, plus the anxiety's gone too. My wife keeps telling everyone she got the old me back.
Was about to quit teaching music? Imagine that? Couldn't enjoy it anymore with that constant ringing. 1 month in, not only did the tinnitus vanish, but my hearing became crystal clear. First concert after treatment, I just sat there crying because I could hear every single note. Game changer.
Had this awful hissing in my head for years, like a pressure cooker that wouldn't quit. Thought this trial would be another dead end, but after a week, the noise started getting quieter at night. Few weeks in, I could actually read without going crazy. Now I'm back to hosting my Sunday dinners, something I'd given up because you try having conversations with that noise in your head. My friends can't believe the difference.
Messages like this started pouring in every day. Every volunteer was overwhelmed, begging for more of what they called our miracle drops. The results were undeniable. I had a vital mission ahead. I couldn't keep this life-changing treatment to myself. Then, something unexpected happened. After reviewing our clinical findings, one of America's most trusted natural health companies, renowned for challenging Big Pharma's status quo, offered us $10 million in funding to bring this solution to the public. Unlike traditional pharmaceutical giants, they had built their reputation on putting people before profits, championing groundbreaking natural treatments that truly work. With their support and Dr. Marcus's full backing, we could finally scale production of this revolutionary formula and make it accessible to everyone suffering from tinnitus. The life-changing treatment, once reserved for the military elite, would now reach those who needed it most. And now I'm proud to introduce Audizen, the only 100% natural blend designed to tackle the root cause of tinnitus, a faulty brain wire linking your ears to your brain. We've carefully sourced the purest, highest quality plant extracts, 13 in total, and blended them into a custom, easy-to-use liquid drop formula designed for daily use. Each drop is crafted with your unique profile in mind, taking into account your age, weight, tinnitus duration, and the type of sound you experience. This ensures your formula is precisely calibrated to meet your specific needs. Plus, every drop is proudly manufactured in the USA, in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facilities, adhering to the highest standards of sterility, precision, and quality. Audizen drops are non-GMO and completely safe. They contain no harmful stimulants or toxins, and they're not habit-forming. And while muting your tinnitus is as simple as ABC, this formula is far more powerful than any diet or method on the planet. Not only does it shield you from ear ringing, hissing, screeching, and other hearing disorders, but it also transforms your brain cells and nervous system, boosting your energy levels, sharpening your memory, and clearing your mind like never before. 49,875 people have already transformed their lives with Audizen.
Okay, so I was really skeptical at first, but then I kept seeing all these amazing reviews on Amazon and Costco, and I thought, why not give it a shot? But when I tried to order, they were sold out everywhere, and customer service told me it was only available through their official website now. I'm glad I waited for the real thing because this stuff has completely changed my life. Not just the tinnitus, I mean that awful buzzing is finally gone, but my whole brain feels different. The brain fog, the forgetfulness, the constant anxiety, all gone. I feel sharp and focused for the first time in years.
I was beyond skeptical, because after 7 years of that maddening high-pitched screech keeping me up at night and making me miss half my conversations, I was ready to give up. I'd spent thousands on solutions that did nothing. But 4 weeks into using this formula, something incredible happened. The piercing noise started fading, like someone slowly turning down a volume knob. Now, my mind is crystal clear. I can follow every conversation perfectly, and for the first time in years, I'm sleeping through the night.
Look, I'd already blown thousands on those so-called miracle cures and fancy hearing aids that did nothing. But with their 60-day guarantee, I figured I had nothing to lose. That first week, the piercing ringing started fading. Each day got better until I could barely notice it anymore. I remember just sitting at my kitchen table sobbing because my head was finally quiet. Now I've got my energy back, I'm actually happy again, and for the first time in years, I feel like me. Dr. Michael, you didn't just fix my tinnitus, you gave me my life back.
Amazing, isn't it? All it takes to experience the same dramatic improvements in your hearing mental clarity, and brain health is to start using Audizen as soon as possible. The solution is simpler than you'd imagine, and you can get access to everything in just the next 90 seconds. So, if you're ready to let go of the burden of ear ringing and welcome comfort and satisfaction back into your life, if you're ready to say yes to this transformative change, take a moment to reflect on what true silence is really worth to you. Think about this. Right now, millions of people are draining their life savings on hearing specialists who charge over $500 per visit, with no guarantees. Premium hearing aids priced at $3,000 that merely mask the symptoms. And therapy sessions costing $200 an hour just to cope with the mental anguish. That adds up to nearly $5,000 a year spent managing symptoms, while the root cause continues to wreak havoc on your brain, fueling a relentless cycle of anxiety, depression, and emotional distress that touches every corner of your life. Given the groundbreaking nature of this custom approach, Dr. Marcus initially recommended pricing Audizen at $997 per bottle, and his reasoning was hard to argue with. After 2 years of meticulous research and rigorous clinical testing, we had achieved something truly unprecedented: the world's first individually customized solution for tinnitus. Each bottle is carefully formulated to align with your unique neurological profile, age, weight, and symptom patterns. Even my research partners recommended pricing it at $597, given the life-changing results they observed in trial participants. And when you consider that Americans spend an average of $5,000 per year on temporary tinnitus treatments, even $397 would seem like a steal. The truth is, the 49,875 people who've experienced Audizen have said they'd gladly pay 3 times that amount to maintain their newfound peace. But this goes far beyond money for me. Every night, I'm haunted by the memory of my daughter, Emma's face, her eyes wide with pure terror as she watched her father become a stranger. I can still hear my wife Sarah's voice breaking as she called 911, desperate to save me from myself. I can still feel the cold, unforgiving bite of hospital restraints on my wrists. The shame of being sedated like an animal, the helplessness of watching my family suffer. These images are seared into my memory, and the constant fear lingers, always at risk of serious brain and psychological conditions, teetering on the edge of madness, not knowing if I'll ever get another chance to truly live. I never want anyone to feel as helpless, angry, or humiliated as I did. No one should endure this kind of torment. No family should have to stand by helplessly as tinnitus steals their loved one's sanity, piece by piece. That's why what I'm about to share fills me with both pride and purpose. As I speak to you now, Audizen is on the verge of transforming its 50,000th life. That's 50,000 people who have reclaimed their silence. 50,000 families made whole again. To celebrate this incredible milestone, I'm making an unprecedented offer that frankly has my team a little on edge. If you join the Audizen family today, before we reach our milestone of 50,000 transformed lives, which could happen at any moment, you'll receive your Audizen bottle at the lowest price we've ever offered. It's not even close to the $997 price Dr. Marcus originally recommended. But that's not all. I'm also including my personal recovery program, which gives you access to my personal phone number for direct support, along with weekly check-ins and personalized guidance throughout your Audizen journey until your tinnitus is completely gone. As the head of neurological research at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, my private consultations typically cost $500 per hour. But today, this complete program is yours absolutely free, without paying a single penny extra. However, I need to be completely transparent. This unique celebration offer is extremely limited. It will only be available until we reach our milestone of 50,000 transformed lives. If you're reading this, it means there's still time to claim one of these spots. But if you wait too long, you may miss this opportunity entirely. In fact, you may never see an offer like this again. My demanding schedule as a research leader only allows me to personally guide a limited number of people. So today, and only until we reach our 50,000th milestone, you have the chance to secure your Audizen formula. and the opportunity to claim one of the remaining spots in my personal recovery program, which could include direct access to my support, normally valued at $500 per hour, all for just $49 per bottle when you choose our premium 6-bottle package. Think about it. That's just $1.63 a day, less than the cost of a cup of coffee, to transform your life and finally reclaim your silence forever. And there's more. I've also included 3 extraordinary free gifts worth over $1,000 that I'll reveal in just a moment. But here's the thing, if you choose just 1 bottle, you'll miss out on our bulk discount, which means your investment will be slightly higher. Even so, it's still a very small price to pay for a lifetime of peace and quiet. With the 1-bottle package, you'll receive a 30-day supply of Audizen for a one-time fee of just $79. That's right, just $79. But here's what Dr. Marcus discovered after analyzing thousands of cases. The key to permanent relief lies in giving your brain enough time to fully repair the faulty brain wire. For newer cases, those who have experienced tinnitus for just a few days, 1 bottle might be sufficient. However, if you've been suffering for weeks, our clinical data from 49,875 success stories recommends a minimum 3-bottle course for optimal results. Why? Because it can take more than 75 days to reverse the neural damage caused by chronic tinnitus. And if you've been enduring this torment for a month or longer, or if you want to protect your brain against future cognitive decline, our 6-bottle package is your best path forward. Here's the crucial thing most people don't realize. Audizen's benefits compound over time. Each day builds on the last, strengthening your neural pathways more and more. Your mind becomes sharper, clearer, and more resilient. And it would be heartbreaking to get so close to never dealing with ear-ringing, brain fog, or anxiety, only to run out of Audizen. Missing even a single day could disrupt this delicate healing process. And because of the complex sourcing of rare ingredients for this formula, when we sell out, it typically takes 6 to 9 months to produce a new batch. With rising ingredient costs, future prices are also likely to double. Today, however, you have the opportunity to secure your extended supply at the lowest possible price. Don't risk restarting your healing journey or paying higher prices later when you're so close to permanent relief. Simply enter your information below this video so we can calculate the exact amount of each compound for your formula. Then, secure your 6-month supply or select the option that works best for you. But that's not all. When you choose our 3-bottle or larger packages today, you'll also receive our exclusive Early Action Reward package. 3 transformative gifts valued at over $1,000. Yours absolutely free. The first gift is our Neural Restoration Protocol, a comprehensive guide valued at $97. Inside, you'll discover a remarkable 30-second morning ritual that can dramatically improve your hearing clarity. Ancient breathing techniques, scientifically proven to enhance how your brain processes sound. One surprising ingredient, likely sitting in your kitchen right now, that helps repair hearing damage. And perhaps most exciting of all, you'll gain access to the same revolutionary sound therapy method used by elite military forces to maintain peak auditory performance. The second gift is our Brain Wire Regeneration Blueprint, valued at $82. This groundbreaking guide reveals the exact combination of supplements that accelerates neural repair and regeneration. 5 powerful mind-body techniques to speed up recovery, along with a proven 7-day protocol to help you achieve the deepest, most restorative sleep of your life. Advanced cognitive exercises designed to strengthen the vital connections in your brain. These resources were instant bestsellers when first released, generating so much demand that we still receive hundreds of requests for copies every week. While they're no longer available in print, I've made special arrangements with my team to provide digital access to anyone who orders 3 or more bottles of Audizen today. And if you choose our premium 6-bottle package, you'll also receive a 3rd extraordinary bonus valued at $1,000, one that I'm about to reveal. But first, there's something urgent I need to share. Audizen is selling incredibly fast. and once it sells out, it will take me 6 to 9 months to produce a new batch. This is because we insist on using only the purest ingredients. Anything less would compromise its effectiveness. The process of searching for and sourcing the most potent ingredients from around the world adds considerable time to production. Next, we partner with a third-party lab to rigorously test the quality of each ingredient, ensuring you receive only the highest quality. This guarantees that the bacterial strains remain alive and active, ready to deliver their maximum benefits. Finally, the ingredients are sent to our contract manufacturer here in the USA for bottling. We don't accept the batch into our warehouse until the formula passes all tests. As you can see, there are many steps in the process, involving a lot of people. However, with everything happening in the world right now, our distribution faces significant challenges. And with demand skyrocketing, our estimates show that Audizen will soon be out of stock. So, if you decide not to try it today, I can't promise it will still be available later. Think about it. As you watch this video, thousands of people across the country are rediscovering what it feels like to have a quiet, clear mind, enjoying peace every single day without the constant ringing of tinnitus, and feeling confident that their brain health will remain protected well into old age. It's no wonder they keep coming back, asking for more bottles for themselves and their loved ones. That's why, while Audizen is still available in this one-time offer, I urge you not to wait if you're on the fence. Of course, we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. That's why we're offering a special deal. You can order a 3-bottle or 6-bottle package at a steep discount. And to make it even better, both packages include free shipping. How does that sound? Once you make your selection, you'll be directed to our 100% secure order page. We use 256-bit encryption, the same standard as trusted retailers like Walmart and Amazon, so your information is completely safe. Simply enter your payment details using a credit or debit card. As soon as you complete your information and confirm your order, your bottle of Audizen will be shipped to your doorstep for free. If you choose the 3-bottle or 6-bottle package, which we highly recommend as stock is running low, you'll also get an incredible discount. Click below now to secure your 6-month supply or select the option that works best for you. Here's the best part. Your order today is a one-time payment. No subscriptions, no hidden charges. Important, Audizen is available only through this website. While you might come across similar products on Walmart, Amazon, or Costco, they're not the genuine formula. In fact, our last batch sold out on these platforms within days, and we've since made Audizen exclusively available through our website to ensure you're getting the authentic product. If you see Audizen anywhere else, it's likely counterfeit and potentially unsafe. This website is your only source for the genuine formula, so don't wait. This page is your one and only chance to secure this exclusive product. If you're feeling skeptical, I completely understand. You've probably tried countless methods, spent a lot of money, and seen little to no results. That's why I'm so confident in Audizen. I'm offering you our ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't see dramatic improvements or aren't satisfied for any reason, we'll issue a full refund. Just send an email to support@getaudizen.com and we'll process your refund. No questions asked. Even if you've used the entire bottle, you're still covered. This means you have a full 6 months to decide if Audizen is right for you. No hidden fees, no subscriptions, just a simple, secure, one-time payment. So don't wait. Choose the package you want below right now. Audizen is selling out fast, and once it's gone, it could take 6 to 9 months to restock the rare ingredients and produce another batch. Meanwhile, I'm facing increasing pressure from powerful tinnitus industry giants. Protecting your family's safety isn't something you can put off for long. Make your choice below. At this moment, you have a choice to make. You can choose to ignore everything I've shared and continue letting that relentless noise control your life, hoping that expensive hearing aids or endless therapy sessions might eventually make a difference. Or you can choose to take control of your future with Audizen, a breakthrough designed to repair that faulty brain connection and finally restore your peace and silence. I can't make this decision for you. All I can do is share what science has proven and what thousands of others have already experienced. The choice is yours alone, but choose wisely, because the decision you make right now will, whether you realize it or not, shape the quality of your life moving forward. One day, you'll look back on this moment and recognize it as the turning point, the moment you decided to take back control of your mind and your life. Below this video, you'll see 3 options for securing your Audizen formula. A 1-bottle supply for those just beginning their journey to silence. A 3-bottle package for those dedicated to completing the full neural repair process. Our premium 6-bottle option for those who want to ensure complete recovery and long-term protection against future cognitive decline. Imagine what your life could be like when you can finally enjoy a quiet dinner with your family, free from that constant ringing. When you can focus clearly at work, engage effortlessly in conversations, and sleep peacefully through the night in blessed silence. When you wake up each morning feeling mentally sharp, emotionally balanced, and fully present in every moment, that future is just one decision away. You've stayed with me this far because you're serious about reclaiming your life from tinnitus. Now, it's time to take the next step and make it real. Simply choose the option that best fits your journey to silence. After all, we only get one brain, one life, and one chance to live it in peace. Lastly, I know everyone loves a special surprise. That's why I've prepared the 3rd extraordinary gift I promised, exclusively for those who choose our premium 6-bottle package today. This one is truly special, and I've been excited to share it with you. It's not just another guide or protocol, it's something far more valuable. Something completely personalized, something that changes the entire game. A powerful addition to your recovery, normally valued at $1,000. But I won't reveal exactly what it is because the joy of surprise when you open your package is part of what makes this bonus so unique. What I can share is this. Everyone who has received this gift has been absolutely thrilled by how it accelerates their journey to silence. Picture this, opening your Audizen package and discovering something so powerful, so tailored to you that it brings an instant smile to your face. Something that makes your path to complete silence even more extraordinary. This exclusive surprise bonus is only available with our 6-bottle package and only during this special celebration as we approach our 50th, 1000th transformation. Time is running out, and now is the time to act. Click on the 6-bottle package, or whichever option works best for you, to securely place your order. Thank you for allowing me to share this incredible discovery with you today. This is Dr. Michael Bennett, signing off. Still watching? Still making your decision? Ever since we've released this breakthrough formula, we've received an overwhelming interest in Audizen, with people emailing in and asking questions. So I'm going to answer a few of the most common questions while you're considering securing your own package. 1. I've been using Audizen for just 2 weeks, and I've already noticed the ringing getting quieter. Plus, I'm sleeping better. Is it normal to see results this quickly? Yes, absolutely. While everyone's neural system responds differently, many people report noticeable improvements within the first 2 weeks. Some experience dramatic relief even sooner, while others might take 3 to 4 weeks to notice significant changes. On average, most people report their tinnitus becoming substantially quieter or completely silent within 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. The improved sleep you're experiencing is actually a common early sign. It indicates your brain is beginning to repair those crucial neural pathways. Plus, getting better sleep helps accelerate the healing process even further. 2. How do I know Audizen will work for me? Recent discoveries show that tinnitus isn't just about your ears. It starts deep within your brain. It's caused by damage to a fragile nerve that carries sound signals from your ears to your brain, disrupting the harmony and causing ringing, buzzing, or whooshing. The solution is to nourish, repair, and rebuild this pathway to restore seamless communication between your ears and brain. Our formula targets this neural link, the hair cells in your ears, and the brain networks that decode sound. Backed by hundreds of clinical studies, it combines the natural power of plants with cutting-edge science and has already transformed the lives of tens of thousands. This personalized approach is why we've helped nearly 50,000 people find relief, even after years of suffering. And we're so confident it will work for you that we back every order with our 60-day guarantee. 3. How quickly will I receive my Audizen formula? After you complete your health profile questionnaire, our team takes 24 to 48 hours to precisely calibrate your formula. Then, your order ships within 1 to 2 business days. U.S. orders typically arrive within 5 to 7 business days after shipping. Each bottle is sealed and carefully packaged to ensure freshness and potency. 4. Is Audizen safe? Are there any side effects? Audizen is completely safe. Each formula is crafted in our FDA-registered, GMP-certified facility using 100% natural ingredients. Our personalization process ensures your formula matches your specific needs. While most people experience no side effects at all, some report feeling unusually calm and clear-headed during the first few days as their brain adjusts to the neural repair process. As always, if you have any medical conditions or take medications, we recommend showing the ingredient list to your doctor. 5. Can you tell me about the guarantee again? Absolutely. We're so confident in Audizen's formula that we offer a straightforward 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with your results for any reason, simply contact our support team within 60 days of your purchase, and we'll refund every penny, even if you've used the entire bottle. No questions asked, no hidden conditions, and no hassle. We want you to feel totally confident in giving Audizen a try, knowing you have zero risk. 6. Should I choose the 3-bottle or 6-bottle package? We recommend ordering the largest amount so you can stock up and make sure your body, brain, and ears take full advantage of the long-term benefits of Audizen. Moreover, Audizen is selling very fast, and it can take up to 9 months before we can resupply. As we are willing to accept only the purest ingredients, ordering the largest amount is also the best deal for you. We've set it up so you save more than 30% over the 1-bottle option. Plus, our money-back guarantee is valid. No matter how many bottles you order, so there's no risk in stocking up. So all you have to do today is click below, fill in your payment details on our secure order form, and submit your order. I can't wait to hear your success story.